Oh my gosh, you guys, what an all over the place first episode this has been. No! No, 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 not in the first episode! Please, please don't let this be an HR violation. Pause for a quick and late content advisory. This channel's rating is mature. At 1 in the morning on a Saturday, my girl is staggering her way home. Hi friends on the internet, and welcome to the very first episode of the very first Legacy Challenge to launch my very first gaming channel. Anyways, I'm actually so excited to finally present the series I've spent literal months planning and preparing for, which of course is the Not So Berry 2.0 Legacy Challenge. So the Not So Berry Challenge 2.0 made by Sims Queen 8 is a 10 generation legacy challenge based on different colors. The traits, storyline, aspiration, and career for each generation are based on the meanings behind each color rather than the color itself like in the original challenge. Speaking of the original challenge, a lot of rules are going to be the same, which is that each heir must represent the color of generation in their hair, makeup, and clothing. The colors of the spouses don't matter. Money cheats can be used, but not excessively. I won't be using them. You may live wherever you please unless something is specified in the rules of a generation. Every generation is supposed to complete both the career and aspiration of the heir unless explicitly stated otherwise, and keep the lifespan on normal. I play on like a normal plus extended one. So the rules for a generation 1 mint sim are: you're an angler and an engineer that really loves the color mint. You're career driven but still make time for afternoons spent fishing in the sunshine. You also happen to love luxury, which is reflected in your style and home. You only want the best for your family. Traits are: loves the outdoors, materialistic and jealous. Aspiration, angling ace. Career is engineer. Rules are: master the engineer career and complete angling ace aspiration. Master the fishing and robotic skills. Complete the fish collection, which I've never done before, so I don't know how hard that's going to be. And own a home worth 75,000 simoleons. Here's the sim we'll be playing with Generation 1. This is Koena Berry. The name Koena means mint in a language spoken in a southern African country, so not only is it a really pretty name, it actually fits the theme. As you can see, she already has the angling ace aspiration. She wants to know everything about fishing, and she has the required traits of materialistic, jealous, and loves the outdoors, and I've also given her through mods Green Fiend, and Tinker. I'll go ahead and flip through her outfits really quick for you. I tried to lean into this kind of cozy, outdoorsy, but also like luxury is going to be working in a cool tech lab look. So she has some outfits that are trendy and cool, and some that are more suited for being outdoors and spent fishing. Her formal wear is where you can see the super luxury part, I think. Here's her athletic. I feel like it's lore that she always has headphones in. Sleepwear. As you can see, I give my Sims way too many outfits. Party wear has some more cute, trendy outfits. Swimwear. Hot weather outfits. Cold weather outfits. So yeah, that's our founding sim for this whole entire Legacy Challenge. Let me know what you guys think of her in the comments below. I really hope you think she's cute. And what better world for a mint green, nature-loving sim to live in than Evergreen Harbor? Okay, she says, and then was ironically met to the grayest, most charcoal dull scene possible. To be fair, it is 9 p.m. on a Tuesday night when we're starting. So yeah, we're starting out in the Grimm's Quarry neighborhood in this little starting apartment. Like I mentioned earlier, I didn't want to use any money cheats, so I only furnished what I can with the starting 20,000 simoleons. Immediately, we have her entryway, little work area for building handiness and other skills. Also in this main room is her cute, like, hodgepodgey living room, which I think matches her aesthetic. This TV area is like the nature fisher girl. This corner fireplace area is her like techie, nerdy, futuristic area. Add a little marble coffee table for her luxurious side, and you have a room that perfectly encapsulates who she is. On this side of the room is a record player and fish tank. And over here is her tiny little galley mint kitchen. Back this way is her bedroom where she currently is, but there is also a bed in here and a getting ready area type closet situation. It's still fairly empty in here because we only use the starting simoleons. Right next to her bedroom is the emptiest and coldest office ever. Nothing in here. And finally, her bathroom, which is a bathroom. Again, simple little starting apartment. I hope it's mint enough. Imagine this not being mint enough for you. As you can see, we don't take the color at all serious around here. It's just I'm tired of yapping and I just want to play Sims already, so let's jump in at 9:20 p.m. Okay, and she's turned on the radio immediately. And now she's dancing? Okay. But yeah, this totally fits her lore. I always imagine she has music on or headphones in while she's tinkering away on inventions or fishing. Speaking of inventions, Coena has joined the engineer career at level 1 as a support technician. In order to get ready for your first day of work tomorrow, it wants her to tinker at a robotics workstation, which we don't have one at the house. It is very expensive, so we won't quite be able to tick that off. I feel like what we should do instead, since I don't have a robotics station, is buy her like a robotics book so she can start at least studying up or reading about robotics. Robotics Volume 1, Getting to Know Circuits, yeah. Buy one of those. It's gonna be in here. And why don't you try just reading up on that, just to kind of get the skill going. These graphs are giving me PTSD from college calc. I can't do it. Okay, let's turn this off because it's like almost midnight and you don't want to be that neighbor, you know? Ooh, and just like that, we acquired the robotics skill. Coena's newfound robotics skill will allow her to create robotic marvels that will leave other Sims in awe of her inventive genius. Coena can purchase raw robotic salvage for her creations from the computer or scavenge the parts from electronic waste. Okay, nice. I guess it's almost 1 in the morning. You can go to sleep for the night. Be all rested for your very first day. Oh shoot. Okay, so we're gonna have her work from home. What is this? Aaron thought. Dating is a chaotic mess these days. No one seems to be taking it seriously, not even Coena. But maybe it's time to get serious about it and about looking for a relationship. It was all fine just dating around in one's teens and right after high school, but Coena feels like she's getting to the place where relationship starts to sound more appealing. Should Koena Berry enter into a long-term relationship? Girl, we just got here. Please just put on your cute first day of work outfit and have some breakfast. No! No, 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 not in the first episode! Coena. Oh, it's not a first episode of a Sims Legacy Challenge if something is not on fire. Okay, but please. Can you please stop freaking out? Just... It really wouldn't be a first episode of a Sims Legacy Challenge if you didn't burn down your kitchen and can't even afford to replace it. I really feel inducted as a Simmer right now. This is such a quality experience. On toast with jam, of all things to burn your kitchen down over. You remember how I said this sim was supposed to be a technologically robo-genius? Yeah, don't hold me to that. There is so much going on. We were supposed to go to the office at 9 o'clock. It's almost 10. Here, let me grab her laptop. And we're gonna have to go to work. And you're gonna have to explain to the boss. Be like, imagine being to your boss like, sorry boss, I'm late for my first day of work. My house burned down. And with all the chaos of this first day, I haven't even been able to give you the context of where we are right now. This is a law I downloaded from the gallery and modified. This is essentially an active co-work science center. I feel like part of what made the first Mint generation and the original Not So Berry so interesting and fun to play through was the active scientist career. And I really didn't want to lose that element in this 2.0 version. My idea was to have this co-work space and have Coena work from home as much as possible. And in that way, we can kind of roleplay her workday, and through some mods and other bits of storytelling I've added into the game, I think this will be a way to create some fun co-worker plot lines for friendships, maybe romances, who knows? Right now, Coena is in this big open common space doing her optimize equipment design, which is the first task on here. While she does that, I'm just going to scan for what kind of Sims are here. Right now, there's actually a club or gathering of one of the departments who works at this company. Over here is also another Sim who works here. She's in the science department. Okay. Let's see if I can spot anyone interesting or if anyone comes up just to speak to Coena autonomously. Oh, she finished that part. Ooh, acquired the handiness skill. Coena's new skill in handiness will allow her to salvage parts from piles of junk and repair broken objects. As the skill level increases, more upgrade opportunities will become available. Sweet. Oh, look, someone's coming to talk to her. What is he saying? Get asked to play. Play what? So I'm not too sure what that interaction get asked to play was, but let's give this sim a friendly introduction. I actually know this sim. Instantly unattractive. Koena is unattracted to Paul at first sight. This will make it harder for them to romantically interact if Koena chooses. But they have good first impressions of each other. She does perceive him as unattractive, but they think each other are impact conscious. The sim appears to truly care about their impact on the world and the well-being of everyone and everything on the planet. It's heartwarming. That's super relevant because these sims are actually co-workers. More specifically, this sim is the head of the robotics department that Koena is trying to climb her way up in. And it makes sense that as co-workers, they would have amazing compatibility and both be impact conscious, because that's the whole point of this company here where they work, is to use technology to make the world a better place through science. So there's plenty of gardening technologies, all that type of stuff. Almost everyone who works here is pretty much a nature-loving sim as well. Can we ask him about his career maybe? I feel like Koena's not quite in the robotics department yet because she is only a level 1 support technician. I especially feel like she'll try to get to know the head of the robotics department and network her way in there. Acquire the charisma skill talking to him. That's what we like. Let's discuss neighborhood changes. No! No! Suggestive look. Koena's under the impression that another sim has their gaze fixed directly upon her. With a glimmer in their eyes, it's plain to see that Paul has an intense interest in Koena. If Koena tries to ignore it, Koena ignored Paul's advances. He shouldn't bother her with his antics anymore. It was just a look, okay? Let's just play it off. She's a very attractive woman. And now he's flirty. Oh, please, please don't let this be an HR violation. We can't have a fire and an HR violation in the same day. I'm actually terrified of how this interaction is gonna go right now. I'm just letting it ride on its own because we're gonna roll with it. Also, I think it's hilarious to mention that he's in his hot weather wear. Okay, he's walking away. Okay, so she doesn't seem to be weirded out at all by that conversation. She's energized. Let's go from unknown condition. All of these little moodlets are from unknown conditions because one of the first mod notifications I had when loading this in was that Koena is neurodivergent. That means this sim's brain functions differently than most other sims of the same age. Not surprised. She seems like a savant genius sim anyway. Okay, at least we finished what we had to do for work. That's good. Let's recap. So we met the head of the robotics department, which is good. I did want that to happen. I didn't necessarily want it to get flirty. We'll circle back. I did say I wanted autonomous interaction, so you gotta be careful what you wish for. For now, just come over here and order a fried chicken slider from the little cafeteria. I definitely feel like she's so the type to take her little fried chicken sliders into the robotics lab here and just be like, ooh, wow, look at all the inventions and servos and bots, and she's like just dreaming of all the plans and stuff that she's gonna make in here one day and things she's gonna build. Are any of y'all like working in the robotics department? This is a recycling guru. Maybe we should introduce ourselves. I don't know. I'm not gonna introduce myself to the misfit team though. I will pass on that. She doesn't like us and we don't like her. That's great. And she introduced herself to the team without me wanting her to. They have amazing compatibility and like each other. I don't care. Cut that out. We think that Christine is in Dreamland and she thinks that we're a nature maniac. Girl. Okay, so interesting first date interactions we're having. I can't quite say I recommend. With all that social interaction done for the day, I'm having Koena do what's her life's aspiration to do. Acquire the fishing skill. And fitness? How beautiful of a scene. Yes. Oh, are you gonna catch something? She caught her first fish. The Cichlid. Oh, it's a zebra looking fish. Oh, it's cute because it has some mint in it. Cichlid sounds right. Is it Cichlid? Kitchlid? I don't know, but it does have some mint in it, which is very nice. Funny enough, just moving her from this fish spot to that fish spot has counted as fishing at 2 different locations. So we're already on our way. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff she's catching that are not fish. Oh, this is god lighting. Look at that. Oh, she caught another one of those. A treasure map. Okay. All right. It's 8:30 p.m. We caught 2 fish and a bunch of other stuff. I feel like we should definitely call it there for the day. Oh, and looky here. As we get home, is that our neighbor just taking out her trash? Friendly introduction. No, not the bad first impression of each other. Autumn O'Hara. She's definitely our neighbor. We do have amazing compatibility with her despite the fact that we have bad first impressions. We think she's pretentious and she thinks we're a nature maniac. Okay, everybody seems to think that. Look at where we live. Look at what we work in. You know, first impressions don't have to mean much. Let's ask about her. Let's ask about her career. Maybe we get to know her. Oh, Koena has learned that Autumn is an interior color consultant at CIA. She is in the interior designer career, I think. Koena has learned that Autumn has the painting skill. Yep, she is an artist. She's an interior decorator. She knows her way around art. I mean, just look at how she's dressed. Absolutely slay. Oh, bye. I guess she's going back inside for now. But look, we actually built good acquaintances with her. Overall, Koena did have an energizing day, but she did have a few bad first impressions with people. But for memento purposes, I did want to catch the very first cichlid I'm going with that she caught and place it in her tank. Go ahead and leave me any name suggestions you have for this little guy. Nothing's really coming to me at this moment, but it would be funny if it was mint themed. Koena did a sit-up and decided that she likes fitness. Sounds good to me. 10:14 p.m. Let's see. So while we're keeping one to name and keep as a pet and love forever, we are going to mount the other one. It's for our fish collection, okay? I've got a lucrative opportunity for someone who doesn't ask too many questions. I need you to hold on to a stack of simoleons I'm planning to launder until the trail turns cold. Sure, it may not be legal or moral, but it'll help line your pockets. You win. Let's think about this. Koena, she's not a per se bad or evil sim, but she is materialistic. And she only has 500 simoleons to her whole name, so I think she'll take the money just to line her pockets. And she got 1,000 simoleons and bad reputation. It's okay, barely influenced, and we're gonna do so much good for this community, it doesn't even matter. And with that money, we are going to replace the stove, so now you can cook again. And now, you tell me if there are any vibes stronger than this. A whole thunderstorm outside and inside thanks to Sims glitches. A fireplace to warm your feet, and you know, just reading a cozy book. For me, it would definitely not be a calculus book like this. It would be a fantasy book, but different folks, guys, different folks. She's tense from the fire. Pyro, no, from recalling your first fire. Sure, there was a recent fire here, but it's not like there'd be another one soon. No way for sure. Not a chance. Hopefully now's a good uninterrupted time I can go through her Simology panel with you. Besides the traits I gave her in CAS, mods also auto-assigned a few to her. She's a Pisces. She's selfless kind, one of the nicest signs. She's active, which explains all the stretching and liking fitness. However, this combination can make them emotionally restless and indecisive. She's attracted to Pisces, Scorpio, and Geminis. She's repelled by Leo and Aries. She speaks Simlish natively. She's neutral about having children. She's not against a pregnancy. She's just not madly hoping for it either. They feel neutral. She started as normal lower class with 20,000 simoleons, a normal immune system. She's right-handed. She's an artist. Artisans strive to create things of enduring value and achieve their vision in many cases. However, the fear of not being exceptional prevents their growth. Makes sense. She wants to be an inventor. She's not going to be good at painting or photography. Handiness, nothing I can't fix. The sim rules the toolbox, and handiness skill will be easy for her to develop. She's clumsy at dancing, and she's a natural-born comedian. Her aspiration gives her the collector trait, which means she finds rare collectibles more often. And she's a lover. Lover sims crave intimacy, live to experience pleasure, and are passionate. Nonetheless, with their desire to evoke love in others, they risk losing their own identity and appear shallow. Okay, Coena, it's almost 2 in the morning. Put out this fire, please. No more fires for today. And go to bed. All right, 7 a.m. is a good time to wake up for starting work at 9. Let's go ahead, brush your teeth, shave your legs. Ooh, how about some morning coffee today? Have a cappuccino. Starting her day off right. She's just as pleased with that morning cappuccino as I would be, honestly. Looks like it's time for another work day. We're gonna work from home and we have to repair something and conduct a product survey today for our work tasks. Repairing something means something must be broken, which doesn't happen often. Oh, and I guess with a little bit extra time, she's come outside to talk to her neighbor Autumn while she has her morning coffee. It's always funny, she doesn't seem too interested in talking to us. She'll walk away, but we are friends now. Becoming friends off of 2 conversations, that's pretty good. That's good compatibility for you. Anyways, we have our laptop. It's time for day number 2 at our office. Koena doesn't have an appointment with the psychiatrist yet. Maybe this is something that should be done sooner rather than later. Yeah, I'm gonna have her actually handle that today after work because she has all of these moodlets from this unknown condition. She feels impulsive and reckless, random bursts of hyperactive energy. She's distracted and unfocused. Girl, you sound a little like ADHD like me. So I'll have her visit the psychiatrist today after work since she has a little bit of money. All right, day number 2 and we're already being talked to by Paul. Oh, and look who's just popped up next to him. Another autonomous introduction here. Hold on, you guys were chatting and didn't introduce yourselves. So I'm gonna do the friendly introduction because you were chatting. So this is Reese Bravo. He is a young adult. As you can see, he's part of a club here called the Bravo Industries Vice President. His lore is he's the CEO of this company. This lot, this building, this is called Bravo Industries. And this right here is the head honcho in charge of it. This sim was placed in the game to maybe be a source of some spicy lore for this generation, but she only perceives him as basic looking. Oh, and her first impression of him is that she thinks he's annoying. Well, Koena has barely met this sim, but already finds him notably annoying, and Reese thinks Koena's sophisticated. That is so funny. Koena has learned that Reese is a startup genius at Rainy Day Entertainment. Well, he's a startup genius here. This is his whole startup. Reese has the sage and caregiver personality types. That's nice. So he's like wise and caring about others. He sounds awesome. I say we take this opportunity to conduct our product survey on him. We have to do it for a work task, and who better to get a product opinion on than the startup genius who runs the company. New personality trait. Koena has been a social butterfly recently. It feels great being outgoing and socializing with other sims. Embrace the change. I'm gonna go with yeah. I do think she's gonna be an outgoing sim just because she's gonna be really active in all the neighborhoods she's gonna be a part of, trying to get them to vote green. So I think being outgoing will help her with that. In other notes, look at this crazy friendship. They are good friends after talking to each other one time. This amazing compatibility is no joke. Sims literally will just be best friends after talking to each other. Oh, he complimented our outfit. Okay, she does have the moodlet that she is overheating, so I'm gonna move her inside. We got a new self-discovery milestone for discovering that we're outgoing. Okay, it wants us to repair something, but in order for us to repair something, something must be broken. I'm gonna try pranking these toilets and seeing if anyone will use them and that makes them break. Last exception. I'm gonna introduce myself to this sim here named Willow because she's a recycling guru and she's part of the technician department here. She seems real pissed about something, but maybe it'll be okay. Nope, she thinks we're a nature maniac. Typical. And we think she's distant. Distant and unapproachable. Probably because she's tense and over here sitting here complaining about everything. But she's so pretty and she's part of the technician department and a recycling guru. She's like right up our alley of people to know. Anything else? Anyone else? Oh my god. I was just like, he's coming over to autonomously talk to her. Hey, Koena, we're good friends. Would you like to become more intimate with each other? Y'all, forgive the sims and modding. This sim really said, you will use me for spicy lore. I don't care. The honest to God answer from Koena is that she doesn't feel that way about him. And honestly, I'm deciding how creeped out to be because of that. Because not only are you in the tiniest... Don't do that, please, please. No, 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 no. No. Another suggestive look. Okay, so it turns out this company is just laden with HR violations. I'm sorry. Ignore it. Koena ignored Reese's advances. He shouldn't bother her anymore with his antics. Okay. So clearly the sim finds Koena very attractive. Clearly all sims find Koena very attractive. On that note, please Koena go home before things get any weirder. I am going to send her for a psychiatric evaluation like I said I would. Hopefully she'll start to feel better at the end of this. Autumn said, sorry about that last message. I butt texted you. I hate this ducking phone. She texted us earlier just a bunch of nonsense. I'm just laughing at the irony because I have wicked whims in my game for the autonomy and cycle features that it has. And already episode 1 I'm questioning that decision. Psychiatric diagnosis and treatment options. I knew it! Pause for a quick and late content advisory. This channel's rating is mature for the reason that I have mods such as this one and other ones like Wicked Whims that add real life situations to the game, such as health issues, relationships, loss, substances, all that kind of stuff. While there's nothing gonna be crazy, just be mindful that real things that could happen in real life could happen in the game, and this is one of them. Upon evaluation, Koena was diagnosed with a neurological condition, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. Sims with ADHD have difficulty with impulse control, sitting still, and attention. Sims with ADHD also have an increased risk of other disorders such as anxiety, depression, learning disorders, and autism spectrum disorder. The psychiatrist recommends a treatment plan which includes therapies which may help a Sim's outlook. The psychiatrist also brought up the possibility of medication. Is this something Koena is interested in? Yes, therapy, treatments, and medication. Yes, just therapy, treatments. Yes, just medication. No treatments right now. Well, she's struggling with it. This is interesting. I think I'm gonna click yes, therapy, treatments, and medication just to have all the options of treatment available to her. Pharmaceutical treatment. Pharmaceutical treatments don't work for everyone. Is Koena sure she wants to pursue medication as a treatment option? I mean, sure. The psychiatrist has recommended behavioral therapy as a treatment for Koena. Attending regular sessions should offer some improvement for her condition. Pharmaceutical treatment. The psychiatrist has written Koena a prescription for an antidepressant medication, fluoxetine. She can fulfill it at the pharmacy. The psychiatrist has written Koena a prescription for a psychostimulant medication, I don't even know. Wow, your first day out here, Koena, and you already have 2 prescriptions. Love that for you. How do you feel about that? She doesn't have any moodlets from going to the therapist, but let me see. Is there like an option here to get your thing filled? Oh yeah, online pharmacy. So we can have her do therapist consultations, behavioral therapy, additional support groups, and even fill it at the pharmacy. Very interesting. And now over here it says attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I love mods adding color to my Sims lives and gameplays and personalities. It's amazing. Oh, and down here our neighbors are out taking out their trash once again. This is a great opportunity to meet this neighbor who we have not met yet. These 2 girlies are roommates. We've already known are friends with Autumn, but we have not yet introduced ourselves to this sim, Brooklyn Frey. She's our multi-unit neighbor. We have awful compatibility for some reason, even though we think each other is impact conscious. So because we have awful compatibility, most of our interactions... What? Yell at? Why are you doing that? Why? Apologize right now. Girl, stop being mean. Look, she's straight up yelling at her. Why are you yelling at her? Apologize to each other for yelling at each other. What is wrong? I guess awful compatibility is not as bad as bad compatibility. You can still be friends with bad compatibility, but apparently not with awful. Although, it's going up the slightest bit. Okay. Friendship on the rise. Okay, I'm gonna stop it before it goes any worse, but we somehow made up for that. We were yelling at each other and somehow we ended up acquaintances. So, let's call it there. Oh my gosh, you guys, what an all over the place first episode this has been. Fishing has got her feeling happy and confident. Caught a minnow. Ooh, fishing level 2, nice. No way, we caught 5 fish already. Wow, she really is an angling ace. Just tonight, she caught another cichlid, a minnow, and a perch. So now her next milestone is to fish for 10 total hours, mount or bowl 5 fish, and achieve level 4 of the fishing skill. Okay, if we mount the other ones in her inventory, I'm just putting them in here for now for lack of anywhere better to put those. And I'll mount this just for the credit, but I'll probably sell that. It's a duplicate. Why do we want duplicates? All right, bed you go. Koena is currently hyper-focused and won't interact with other Sims, and they won't interact with her in this state. It's a great time to build skills. Oh, I remember this from ADHD hyper-focus. So when she has this moodlet, I actually am not able to interact with any Sims. Like if I tried to click on a random Sim and do a friendly interaction, it wouldn't let her do anything. Koena isn't currently interested in interacting with other Sims, and they won't autonomously interact with her in this state. It's a good time to do solo activities. Yeah, how long does that last? It doesn't say how long that's gonna last. Great. No way! Work from home. Promoted to engineering intern. Koena has been promoted to engineering intern. She will now make an additional $3 per hour for a grand total of $18 per hour. She's also received the following bonus, 144. Her next shift is Friday at 9 a.m. in just an hour. And she works Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We get off an hour later now. Oh my gosh. And voting is open. Head to your mailbox. Okay, first episode. Starting off with a promotion. We're level 2. An engineering intern now. We have to reach level 2 robotic skill, reach level 2 programming, and reach level 2 handiness. Thankfully, we have level 1 in each one of those. For today, we have to practice programming and repair something. I didn't get to do that last time, so we'll try to do that today. And we have a milestone. Koena was promoted to an engineering intern in the engineer career. Yeah, girl. First promotion, and it's Friday night in a new town. We're going out to celebrate tonight for sure. Just usual chill work stuff, practicing programming like we have to do. Born to code. Koena is vibrating in this algorithm. Maybe she truly likes programming. Yes, she does. Even though you like programming, you didn't quite seem to finish it. In honor of her promotion, I say we invite her neighbors out to celebrate for like a drink or something. And even though she has bad compatibility with them, there is some friendship growing. Reach programming level 2, let's go. Koena can now make plugins. Bet. It's literally 3 o'clock and she hasn't checked off this practice programming yet. Yeah, finally ticked off at 4 p.m. Unfortunately, I think for the second day in a row, there's nothing possible for us to repair anywhere. There we go. So using it breaks it. So now let's repair it. Sorry, Coco. I know that made you super cranky, but we gotta get this money somehow. Text from Paul saying, hey, I heard you and Reese Bravo are good friends now. You're getting more popular. Clearly, you're a good person to know. Networking. We are literally almost like best friends with Reese. I don't know how that happened. Okay, and now this maker mentor has come in to mentor us in this repair process. Super Ox. Nice. We got paid out because we repaired the object. Great. And we're hyper-focused. Let's go home. Hopefully while I get her needs up, this hyper-focused moodlet will go away and we can be social tonight to celebrate our promotion. That was the whole point. Can anything bring it down? I'm taking advantage of the hyper-focus to level up her handiness skill. Level 2, there it is. Koena can now perform basic upgrades on plumbing, objects, and craft furniture to a woodworking table. She can also talk about handiness with other Sims and purchase upgrade parts on the computer. She made the knife block. Let's put it there. Okay, I know you're hyper-focused, but I really do want to go out. So go ahead and put on a cuter outfit. Hey neighbor, I'm bored. Want to hang out for a bit? We can socialize, whatever your heart desires. Autumn wants to hang out. Please let me hang out with her. I can't accept her hangout. So let's do this. Let's just go to this space called the lot and we'll bring our roomies with us. We're at the lot with our neighbors. Okay, let's see if I can order drinks. I can't. This lot is like a local bar. It's ladies' night. Perfect time to have a girls' night out without breaking the bank. Perfect. That's exactly what we're here to do. Oh, what's this? Is Nox making eyes at Autumn? Order ladies' night drink. Please, I beg. Please let me. Yes! We got it! Okay, we were able to successfully order some wine for the group. Brooklyn has hers. I'm not too sure where Autumn's is. Oh, there's Autumn. She's over there dancing. Okay. Yep. Now it's an actual ladies' night with all of our friends. She introduced herself to a dog named Nougat. Nice, very cute. It is bumping ladies' night at the bar right now. Look at this. Look at all these Sims. Oh my gosh, and in they keep piling. Somehow we've ended up at the opposite end of the bar from our friend, but that's okay. Koena might have celebrated a bit too hard. She is wrecked and utterly wasted. And at 1 in the morning on a Saturday, my girl is staggering her way home. Look at this. Well, Coena, I would describe that as a successful night out. What do you say? She is feeling a true happy moodlet. With the happy thing that's happened, Koena is feeling pretty good for a moment. Let's tuck you off to bed for the night. And that's gonna wrap up our first crazy episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. If you have any thoughts, opinions, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down below. I'd love to hear them. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.